In previous versions of Cubase, you probably used this little button up here in the upper left-hand corner of the project window, which is called the Window Layout button. And in the project window, when you click on the Windows Layout button, you're able to add or subtract different things that are visible on the project window, things like the status line and the overview line and so forth. And then to close the Windows Layout window, you could either move your mouse out of the window and then wait patiently for it to disappear, or you could just click outside of that window and then you're brought back to Cubase. So the Windows Layout button in the project window of Cubase 7 works the same as it did in previous versions. However, when we switch to the mixer now, we can see that we also have a Windows Layout button in the Mix console. So if I click on this Windows Layout, it's going to show me things that I can add or subtract from the Mix console. You can see that the channel selector is enabled by default, as is the channel racks, which are the things that appear above the faders. And then, since we needed to talk about the control room a little bit earlier, I enabled the control room and meter section, which is found on the far right-hand side of the Mix console. So here you could add new features to the display of the Mix console. And I'll talk about all of these individual things as we go along. But for right now, let's leave the channel selector, channel racks, and the control room visible. And then, just like you did in the project window, you can just click outside of that window and you're brought back to the Mix console itself. So now in our Mix console, we're looking at the channel selector, we're also looking at the racks, and we're looking at the control room and meter section. So that's how we have our Mix console configured in the Windows Layout box right now. So let's bounce back over here, and in the next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use the channel selector.